We know the feeling, the warmth of shared moments, the joy of laughter echoing through the air, and the simple pleasure of good food. These are the moments that make life rich and fulfilling. Warmth spreads from our stomach, radiating through our bodies, bringing a sense of comfort and contentment. It's a feeling that wraps around us like a cozy blanket on a chilly evening. A quiet satisfaction settles over us. In these moments, we feel at peace with the world, as if time itself has slowed down to let us savor the present. Our body is nourished, content. We feel a deep connection to nature, to the earth that provides for us. It's a reminder of the simple, yet profound, pleasures of life. Yet within this fullness, a curious paradox emerges. Despite the abundance around us, there is a lingering sense of something more, something just out of reach. A full belly, we discover, is not always a heart at peace. The physical satisfaction we feel does not always translate to emotional or spiritual fulfillment. It whispers of a different kind of hunger, a yearning beyond the physical. This hunger is for meaning, for connection, for a deeper understanding of our place in the world. This is the spiritual journey of a full belly. It's a quest to find balance between our physical needs and our deeper, more profound desires. It is a journey from satisfaction to a deeper sense of purpose. We begin to see that true fulfillment comes not just from what we consume, but from what we give back to the world. It is in this space, this gentle tension between having and wanting, that we discover the true capacity of our hearts. Here, we find that the greatest abundance comes from love, connection, and the shared human experience. When we have eaten our fill, when we have satisfied our hunger and quenched our thirst, a sense of contentment washes over us. We feel at peace, our basic needs met, and our bodies nourished. But this satisfaction is just the beginning. When our basic needs are met, a new space opens within us, a space that is both physical and spiritual. This space can feel strangely empty, even when our stomachs are not. It is a paradoxical feeling, a sense of emptiness in the midst of fullness. This emptiness is not a void to be feared, but a calling to be answered. It is an invitation to explore deeper aspects of our existence, to look beyond the immediate satisfaction of our physical needs. This emptiness is not a void to be feared, but a calling to be answered. It is the whisper of our spirit, urging us to look beyond our own contentment. It is a gentle nudge, encouraging us to seek out new experiences, to connect with others, and to find meaning in the world around us. It is the whisper of our spirit, urging us to look beyond our own contentment. It asks us to consider others, those whose bellies might be empty, whose hearts might be heavy. It asks us to consider others, those whose bellies might be empty, whose hearts might be heavy. It is a call to empathy, to compassion, to action. It is a reminder that our own fullness is intertwined with the well-being of others. When we reach out to help those in need, we fill the emptiness within ourselves. This is the paradox of plenty. We find true fullness not just in receiving, but in giving. In sharing our abundance, we create a sense of community, of connection, of purpose. We find true fullness not just in receiving, but in giving. In these acts of kindness, we discover that the emptiness we once felt is filled with a deeper, more lasting sense of fulfillment. The emptiness we feel when we hold on to abundance is a call to action. It is a call to share, to give, to extend the feeling of contentment beyond ourselves. This is not about obligation, but about connection. It is about recognizing the shared humanity that binds us. When we share our bounty, we are acknowledging this connection. Giving becomes an act of spiritual nourishment. It fills the emptiness within us with something far greater than material satisfaction. It fills us with purpose. The act of feeding another is a profound one. It is an act of love, of compassion, of recognizing the inherent worth in every human being. When we give freely, without expectation of reward, we tap into a deeper wellspring of fulfillment. We discover that true joy comes not from amassing for ourselves, but from sharing what we have with others. This is the nourishment that comes from giving. It is a nourishment that feeds not just the body, but the soul. Section 5, Gratitude's gentle embrace, receiving by giving. In the act of giving, we also receive. We receive the joy of seeing another's face light up. We receive the warmth of knowing we have made a difference. Gratitude flows in both directions. It flows from the receiver to the giver, and back again. It is a circle of appreciation, of recognizing the interconnectedness of life. When we give, we open ourselves to receive these gifts of gratitude, of connection, of shared humanity. Section 6, Breaking bread, building bridges. Community through sharing. Food has a unique ability to bring people together. It transcends cultural differences, language barriers, and social divides. Sharing a meal is an act of communion. It is a way of saying, I see you, I value you, you are welcome at my table. It is in these shared moments, these simple acts of breaking bread together, that communities are built. The act of sharing food becomes a powerful symbol of unity, of recognizing our shared humanity. Section 7, Beyond the Plate. The universality of giving. The spiritual lesson of the full belly extends far beyond the realm of food. It is a lesson about generosity in all its forms. It is about sharing our time, our talents, our resources, our love. It is about recognizing that we have something to offer the world, no matter how small it may seem. Every act of giving, no matter how big or small, has the power to nourish both the giver and the receiver. Section 8, Cultivating a Giving Heart, a lifelong journey. The journey of the full belly is a lifelong one. It is a journey of cultivating a heart that is open, generous, and compassionate. It is a journey of recognizing that true abundance comes not from what we accumulate, but from what we give away. It is a journey of discovering the profound joy and fulfillment that comes from living a life of purpose, a life dedicated to making a positive difference in the world. Section 9, A World Nourished, the collective power of shared abundance. Imagine a world where everyone lived by the spiritual lesson of the full belly. A world where the simple act of sharing a meal could bridge divides, heal wounds, and foster a sense of belonging. Picture communities coming together not just to eat, but to celebrate life, to share stories, and to build bonds that transcend differences. In this world, food is not just sustenance. It is a symbol of unity, a testament to our shared humanity. Imagine a world where we recognized our interconnectedness, where we shared our abundance freely and joyfully. In this world, no one goes hungry because we understand that our well-being is tied to the well-being of others. We see the faces of our neighbors, our friends, and even strangers, and we feel a deep sense of responsibility to ensure that they too are nourished. This interconnectedness is not a burden, but a source of strength, a reminder that we are never alone. This is not a utopian dream, but a possibility within our reach. It starts with small, intentional actions, planting a community garden where the fruits of our labor are shared with all, volunteering at a local food bank, ensuring that those who are struggling have access to nutritious meals. These actions, though seemingly small, have the power to transform lives and communities. They remind us that abundance is not about having more, but about sharing what we have. It begins with each of us, with the choices we make every day to live with generosity and compassion. When we choose to give, we are not just providing for others, we are enriching our own lives. The act of giving opens our hearts, broadens our perspectives, and deepens our connections with others. It is a powerful reminder that we are all part of a larger whole, and that our actions, no matter how small, have a ripple effect. It is in these small acts of kindness, these individual ripples of giving, that we create a wave of change that can wash over the entire world. Each act of kindness, each moment of generosity, adds to a collective force that has the power to transform our world. Imagine the impact if each of us committed to one small act of kindness every day. The cumulative effect would be profound, creating a world where compassion and generosity are the norm, not the exception. Let us build a world where every belly is full, not just with food, but with the nourishment of love, kindness, and shared humanity. A world where we see each other not as competitors, but as companions on a shared journey, where the true measure of wealth is not what we have, but what we give. Together, we can create a world of shared abundance, where everyone has enough, and where the spirit of generosity and compassion guides our every action.